Hello there, viewers, and welcome to another episode of The Bone Man Show. I'm here in Cat TV Studios with a good friend of mine. I would like to introduce a very funny stand-up comedian slash musician, Tom Skinner. Thanks for being on the show, buddy.
It's my pleasure.
So how have you been lately?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
How's your mother?
She's good. She's always good.
Oh, good.
Enjoying her retirement.
Excellent. So you like to dabble in a lot of different things. Maybe we'll get started with your comedy, perhaps. When did you start getting into, stand-up comedy and perhaps improv comedy?
Well, the way I got into comedy actually was kind of by happenstance.
Happenstance.
Yeah, I've been writing songs for years, and then every once in a while I would write down some funny observation, but I never thought that I would ever be able to nut up and do stand-up comedy. I mean, that was way in the back of my mind. And then a couple years ago, I ended up working with a fella, Diggy Splash.
Oh,
you
of
know
course.
him, and he ended up working with me at this bookstore, and I'd found out that he does music and stand-up comedy. He told me I do stand-up comedy. I said,
What?
stand-up? Where? And that's when he told me about the As Yet Unnamed Comedy Show at East Side Tavern. Apparently, for a couple years, every Tuesday they've been doing a comedy show downtown. So in my head, I'm just like, well, I have to do it now. And so I showed up, and I haven't looked back since.
Oh, great. And so what has it been? I've been doing comedy for a couple years.
About a couple years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Are you really enjoying it? Are you learning a lot?
I'm learning a lot, and I'm really, starting to get really comfortable up there. And I think that's what a lot of pro comics say, that first thing you need to do is just get comfortable up there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you gotta be comfortable, like in your own skin. You gotta be, like comfortable with, other people in general.
And you have to be confident, and they need to know that you're confident to buy into what you're talking about.
There are so many factors. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. But some of those comics make it look so easy, though, don't they?
They do.
Oh my goodness. Your top comedians. Some of your favorites. Who inspires you?
Well, there's a hell of a lot out there.
Definitely. Everyone's a comedian.
Everyone's a comedian. That's what they say. But I would say a couple of my favorites that I really want to try to emulate, not so much by the subject matter, but by their style, is Patton Oswalt is one of them.
Oh, very funny.
Because he's real silly, but he also can just start from one point and just go in any direction. You can tell that he's being himself. It's coming from an honest place, and it's very fluid. Like, also, I like the Doug Stanhope a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He's a guy that he can just take one thing and just be hilarious, just go in his own way, and it's just him. He's just a guy getting drunk that's really funny. And
yeah, he's pretty raunchy, isn't he?
He can get pretty raunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can get pretty raunchy.
Yeah, good stuff.
Clever fella, though, for sure.
And so if you were to describe your style of comedy, what kind of words would you use? I guess.
I would say maybe just silly observational stuff. I'm really not one of those people that's. Most of my jokes don't go over too many people's heads. I mean, it's basically just silly stuff that has mass appeal. Just putting a silly spin on
some everyday things.
Yeah.
So lately, I've been working on new and innovative ways to just kind of cuss out customers, but not really have them know, like kind of get in on that subliminal shit. Surely you guys can try it too in the day-to-day. I like to say, like, instead of thanks a lot, I like to say thanks, slut, because it just sounds like, oh, thanks, slut, appreciate it. Appreciate it, you fucking slut. Or if it's a guy, I'll just be like, yeah, all right, have it. Thanks, you fucking shit. Excuse me? I said, have a nice day. All right, that one needs work. I said I was working on it. I told you.
You've also been dabbling in a lot of music, I guess. You always tell me that you're a musician before a comedian.
Absolutely.
Is that true?
That is true.
That is true. Fact.
But
Okay.
yeah, and it's a fact. You can check that and put it in the books.
I will.
Your sister, she is so fine. I'm gonna stick with, must make her mine. Yes, and I know that it's bros before hoes. But I wanna kiss your sister underneath her nose.
I've been doing a lot of solo stuff over
Oh,
the
great.
years because I've been in bands here and there, but it's kind of hard. The people that I've come across, it's hard to keep them together with all the different personalities and lifestyles that people have. So for the most part, I've been doing a lot of solo stuff, like singing harmonica and playing guitar. But I also have a funny little project that's kind of comedy and music called Choking Hazard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've been on that show a couple times.
Yep, and that's a lot of fun, just playing toy instruments and just singing songs about being a kid and not wanting to grow up. It's funny. It's fun.
Well, let's see. Do you have anything on the internet the viewers can check out at home?
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of things. There's a fellow comic, Bill Donald, who films the shows at the As Yet Unnamed Comedy Show, and
He does a great job, yeah.
he puts them on YouTube. So you can find me by just Tom Skinner stand-up comedy, and a whole bunch of shows will pop up. And then also, as you know, I'm on your channel, Bone Man Variety Channel. I've got some music shows and some comedy shows on there. Also, there's a couple of Choking Hazard performances, and you can also find a little mockumentary about the Choking Hazard Project.
Oh, yeah.
It's really fun.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
And I'm also on Facebook, Tom Skinner, two Skinners. You can find links for all kinds of silly shows and whatnot.
And I'll put that link right down here for you. No
Where?
big deal.
Where?
You're welcome.
Is it here?
There.
Maybe here. Yeah, this is a good. I'd say that's a good spot.
Somewhere. Okay. Do you have any shows coming up? Where can people check you out?
I'm going to be doing another variety show with you on the 31st, the Fay Street Extravaganza.
Oh yeah, the Fay Street Extravaganza.
I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm real excited about that. And then June 15th, I'm doing a show at Bottoms Up Nightclub in Sedalia. That's a venue I did about a month ago with some fellow comics, and it's a really, really cool place. Real big,
Yeah.
good sound.
I'm gonna have to come check it out. I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun for sure.
And if you recall, we spoke on the phone last night. That you'll be performing at my show this weekend.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure
yeah,
we were in limbo, but yeah.
Yeah, Bone Man Variety, Nightmare on 9th Street at the Blue Fugue. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, I got to get on that.
Got all kinds of acts. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be bloody. Don't miss it. Let's see here. What's next for you? Do you have any other projects you're working on? Beyond music, beyond comedy.
Not really. Just trying to write more jokes and kind of come into my element. Just try to get to the point where I can completely be being myself while sharing some fun stuff and bringing people joy.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're on the right track.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm trying.
I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Yes.
This has been incredible.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, all your viewers at home, we need your support. So be sure to check out this artist and of course my channel, Bone Man Variety. This is Bone Man signing off. Live your dreams or die in your nightmare.